One and all to the K.O.E. Nation, folks. I am your King of Extreme Phil, K.O.E. You can find me at K.O.E. Nation on YouTube, K.O.E. Nation on TikTok, K.O.E. Nation on Twitch, and we have some amazing K.O.E. content coming to you from one of the many friends and denizens of the K.O.E. Nation. So, folks, without further ado, let's not keep you waiting any longer.
Hey, folks, welcome to the Chicken Coop. Today, we're going to do a fun little versus here. This is, I don't know, I've been wanting to do this one for a while just because I need to give this one another shot. But first off, any new collector or chaser, if you will, of bourbons, whiskeys, and fun bottles, these are kind of the first two most people set their sights on to go after. So, of course, you have good old Buffalo Trace. A fantastic opening price line bourbon, and yeah, you can do about anything with it. It's been one of my favorites. Every time I see it, I grab a bottle. It's under $30 most of the time. Some places do get a little crazy and starting to see a markup on it, so keep an eye out. If you can find it under 30, I'd just grab it because you never know when they're all going to go crazy. Then you also have Eagle Rare, which tends to be harder to find. And so it seems to be a little bit more sought after. I did put half of this bottle down apparently over some time, but I was not as fond of Eagle Rare as I am of Buffalo Trace to my recollection. But I've never compared them side by side and actually just put them in a dram next to each other and gave it a whirl, see what happens. So we're gonna do that. And I will pick which one of my favorites or favorite of the two will be. Again, with the Eagle Rare, this should not be more than a $30 bottle. I do see this one get marked up way more often. There's no need for it. Depends on what state you're in. So here in Iowa, they allocate a whole bunch of different stuff, and it's just the way the state distributes alcohol is awful in some of these states. So if you notice, it's a red cork. They use real corks, so it got stuck in there. Had to get a corkscrew, pull it out, but I was able to find a maker's mark that would fit in there. Always save your corks if you are collecting or anything, and you have extra bottles. Just make sure when you finish them, you save some corks. You never know when you're going to need them. Anyway, we're going to jump into Buffalo Trace. It's a fantastic nose. This thing's just all around. You get a lot of sweet caramel. Great stuff here. Buffalo Trace. Let's read off the back of here. The ancient paths of countless buffalo led America westward. Legendary explorers, pioneers, and settlers alike followed these trails known as traces. Through rugged wilderness to new lands, new adventures, and newfound freedom. One such trace, called the Great Buffalo Trace, crossed the Kentucky River at a spot just north of present-day Frankfort. Early pioneers settled here in 1775, and with plentiful pure limestone water and rich river bottom loam for growing exceptional grains, distillation quickly followed. With an unparalleled reputation for creating outstanding bourbon whiskey, the Buffalo Trace Distillery today stands as one of America's oldest distilling sites. The bold heritage of mighty Buffalo Trace and the individual pioneering spirit of those early Americans are again found in Buffalo Trace. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah. Fun fact, Buffalo Trace also, if you didn't know, I'm not sure if we're allowed to talk about Joe Rogan anymore. This is his favorite. I think he's sponsored by him now, actually, but yeah, that's usually his bourbon of choice on his show. Now again, I'm doing comparisons on here, so I'm gonna have to kind of revisit and remember. Oh yeah, that's such good stuff. Eagle Rare, however, life, liberty, and pursuit of happiness, the cornerstones of the birth of a nation. Epitomize the American bald eagle, the nation has come to represent the freedom, spirit, and independence of individual, giving the world products of innovations that are uniquely its own. One such innovation was Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey. Early Kentucky settlers created bourbon, the true American spirit, in the late 1700s. By practice and protected by law, no other distilled spirit adheres to standards as strict as those established for Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey, and few other whiskeys can offer even a glimpse of great whiskey making found in Eagle Rare. Eagle Rare 10-year-old Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey has a sweet, oaky nose. It's going to tell me what I'm supposed to taste now. That's all right, I've had it before. So sweet, oaky nose and full, complex body, reminiscent of fine port wine, and rare whiskey is best served neat or over ice. Feel free to drink Eagle Rare and some suggesting Manhattan or whiskey sour. So this, so Eagle Rare is made by Buffalo Trace, same distillery. Notice the pattern to the somewhat harder to find opening price point bourbons. They also have Blantons, very hard to find bourbon. Go down the list of a lot of stuff that Buffalo Trace makes. Almost all of them seem to be really hard to find, even though they mass produce thousands and thousands and thousands of bottles, all this stuff. Great marketing. It's darker. What did it say? It was supposed to be sweet and oaky? Definitely oaky. I don't know about sweet. It smells kind of burned. Let's give her a shot. It's got a little bit more bite to it than the Buffalo Trace does. Not much though. It's still, they go down like very little burn. No spice to it at all. If there is, it's just a tiniest amount afterwards. I don't know why today people want to spam call me like crazy. They never have in a long time. Somebody got a hold of my number apparently. Anyway, so yeah, not a lot of spice. A little bit more spice to the Eagle Rare than there is to the Buffalo Trace. I'll go back into the Buffalo Trace real quick. It smells way sweeter now. God, it's like candy. It's some dangerous whiskey. Back to the Eagle. More spice. This is way sweeter. Buffalo Trace, you're gonna get real like caramel and almost some fruit notes in there. While the Eagle Rare, you're gonna get more of like a cinnamon like spice to it. It starts to come out. Definitely a little hotter. What's our ABV on these? Let's see here. 45% alcohol. This guy is also 45% alcohol. Very, very similar in a lot of ways. So this is strictly just a preference thing. They're both very good. Like I said, you can get more spice out of your Eagle Rare than you will out of your Buffalo Trace. So depending if you like a little bit of that going on, depending on what drinks you're gonna be using it for, if you're gonna be going to, neat, or if you're gonna be mixing, may challenge you on what you actually want to do with it. But for the sake of this video and the point of it, which one do I prefer over the two? I'm a little bit more fond of Eagle Rare after putting them side by side. They're a lot more comparable than I originally gave them credit for. Because I think I shit on Eagle Rare right away. First time I had it, I was like, oh, this isn't that good. But as you can tell by giving it a little extra pour, I do prefer Buffalo Trace by far. Cheers, folks. This is good stuff. Grab yourself some. Either way, can't go wrong. Catching under $30, and all is well. See you next time. Appreciate you. Love you. Bye.
Smooths itself out.
Get back, tell you what I'll do. If I ever get back, I promise to refabricate you. Raging rivers of gold. That's what the brochure advertised. And now we're lost. We gotta take it down. Let you down slow. It's hard to survive. El Dorado. Oh, Lord. Well, let's see how that one went.
Yeah.